Hello, Tulsa. I'm Tamara Saviano, writer and director of Without Getting Killed or Caught, and I wish I could be there today at the Circle Cinema with y'all. But I did want to pop in to say hi and welcome you to the screening of Without Getting Killed or Caught and tell you a little bit about how this film came to be. I met Guy Clark in 1998 when I was the managing editor at Country Music Magazine. We got to know each other a little bit then, but we really got to be friends after Leroy Parnell took me to Guy's house on April 1st, 2000. And I spent 9 hours there talking with Guy and talking with Susanna. And Guy and I really hit it off, and we became good friends after that. A few years later, I started working with him on several projects, and one thing led to another, and we started working together on a biography of Guy, also called Without Getting Killed or Caught, that was published in 2016. While Guy and I were working on that book, a filmmaker approached Guy about doing a documentary, and Guy did not want to start over with anyone else, so I sort of got stuck with the job. My husband, Paul Whitfield, is my co-director, and he's a video guy, and so I asked him if he would make this film with me, and he agreed. So what you're about to see is a labor of love that we have been working on for the last, 6 years, on and off. I wrote the film with my friend Bart Naggs, who lives in Austin, Texas, and we spent, 6 or 8 or 10 Monday nights at a screenwriting workshop in Austin based on the book The Nutshell Technique. And it was during that time that we really came to realize that we wanted to tell the story from Susanna's point of view. It was actually Bart's idea. It was a brilliant idea. And when Bart brought that up and we started working on the script from that point of view, all of us, Paul, Bart, and me, realized that this was the story that we wanted to tell. I think that Guy and Townes took up a lot of oxygen in the room, and there wasn't always room for Susanna's voice to be heard. So I really like the fact that she gets her time here in our film. And also, Susanna was a muse for all of the songwriters from that era that were living in Nashville and in Austin, and you'll hear many of them talk about her in the film. We were fortunate enough to get Academy Award-winning actor Sissy Spacek to be the voice of Susanna in our film, and it really makes sense to have Sissy. She grew up in Quitman, Texas, which is 100 miles away from where Susanna grew up in Atlanta, Texas. And after Sissy won her Academy Award for Coal Miner's Daughter, she came to Nashville and recorded an album produced by Rodney Crowell, who is in our film. And on that album, the one album Sissy Spacek has ever recorded, there is a Susanna Clark song. So made perfect sense for Sissy to be part of our film. Another long-time connection in our film that you'll see, we have some drawings and animations, and they were done by Mel Chin. Mel is now a world-renowned artist, but back in the early 70s, he was a student at Vanderbilt University and hung out with Guy and Townes and Susanna. And back then, he would make these little line drawings of things that were happening in their lives. And Guy was really proud of those drawings and would show them off to people that came to the house. So we had some scenes that we had no video footage, no photographs, but they were really important scenes. So we approached Mel and asked him if he could think about those line drawings he did in the early 70s and flesh out these scenes with those same kind of drawings and animations. He did a wonderful job doing that. Anyway, if you want to follow along with our film, you can go to our website, withoutgettingkilledorcaught.com. Join our newsletter. You'll get a download of Guy singing the very first song he ever wrote, Step Inside My House. And we will keep you up to date on what happens with the film next and when you can see it on demand. Thanks for coming, and enjoy the show.